Hello, Haiku here for more Historic Pauper. This time giving you my weekly Historic Pauper ladder match. Since Wednesday, I've continued to tinker and play with Hopeless Nightmare. And so now I'm bringing a deck that is Mardu. I always talk up how good Synthesizer and Reckless Impulse and Random Resolve is, and one of the things that was an issue that I had identified with just playing black-white is a little bit difficulty with lack of Skyfisher targets. So I've kind of retooled the deck. I've kept some of the cards the same. You see the black-white cards are overlapping, but we've cut out some of the plan with the Gargantua and discarding and stuff for just efficient red card draw. I'll call these card draw. They're impulse draw cards. The reason why is I realized that if I get the combo of having Hopeless Nightmare on the board and being able to play a Kor Skyfisher, that feels like a really easy win. And so I wanted to make that more likely. Plus, another combo that felt very strong is just having a synthesizer in play while you play a Kor Skyfisher. So both of those combos feel very strong, and then the red spells just make it more likely that you're going to overlap and draw the cards together. So the big cost to playing with Synthesizer, especially Synthesizer, it's not so severe, but Synthesizer, you really want to keep your mana cost down. So I've cut down the mana cost and really, really pared it down to just 1 and 2 mana spells. There are a couple situations where you don't want to play your Synthesizer. You generally want to wait until the opponent has a creature on the board. So if you hit a removal spell, you can actually use it. So you just kind of play around it. And if the opponent's not playing into your removal, they're not playing into the board, well, that feels great because you should have pressure in play. But sometimes you just have to just play it and just hope that you hit a land or a creature and continue developing your game plan rather than kind of wait for the opponent to play. The deck has enough card advantage that, yes, if you do hit in brick, it feels bad, but you can kind of outdraw that kind of brick. So that's basically the core of the main deck. Sideboard, we just get a couple, kind of good red spells, Cast in the Fire and End the Festivities. Since I have access to the red 1 mana removal spells, and I'm trying out this new one, Torture Tower, it's been feeling pretty good. Barbed Batterfist tends to be the sack target in addition to Synthesizer, and then obviously you have Hopeless Nightmare. So it tends to be turned on pretty often, and to complement that, I've been just trying out the old school Voltage Surge that we've had, and just the 3 damage, so I don't have to sack anything and deal with a 3 toughness creature, which are pretty relevant. If I hit bigger creatures, it's a bit of a problem. I have to hope to hit my one of Benalish Sleeper or just get around that creature. So it's not an ideal plan. So I'm playing a Final Payment in the board, but I didn't want to play it in the main. I'm keeping the Echoing Decay, even though it was pretty disappointing how it felt. Nickel Moria, it's actually really funny. So the person I'm playing for the ladder today, he won the Wednesday tournament with an Orzhov Hopeless Nightmare deck. He was actually the only other player to play Orzhov Hopeless Nightmare, or with any Hopeless Nightmares, and he played the full 4 of as well. You can check out his deck as well in the Discord for ideas. He built his slightly different from the way I built mine on Wednesday. So we'll see if he brings something, but I obviously some decks Echoing Decay doesn't do anything, but I think having it as a trump card against Storm is really useful. Let's see. And then I kept most of the other cards the same. I made room for a Deadly Dispute since I have so many sack targets for it, to have it in the board. And then I forgot what I cut for these 2 cards, but a couple other cards. So yeah, let's play them. So that was the deck I played on Wednesday. It was hard for me to decide what to play with it, but I think just playing with the new cards had me interested, so I just wanted to play with more a different style. This was very similar to my previous build. Got the play. That's nice. Clear that. All right, we got our. Okay, and then that was the other big point I should have mentioned during the initial deck tech is how important or how risky the mana is. But the thriving lands seem to have helped a lot. So it's definitely going to give me my third color here. So let's go and give me white. And let's see what he's on. So he's on black-white too. So I'm expecting a mirror match, given that he won the whole tournament. I think I just go ahead and just run out that I'm running Mardu rather than... So let's see if he's also on Mardu. We've been talking about you know, the updates to the deck. Okay, so he's on the same or similar cards that he was on before. Okay, so in that case... I like Fourth Bridge Prowler, I like Thraben, so I think I actually am getting rid of this land. Seems a little risky, but, ooh, yep. Alright, so let's clear the way. I just want to start peeing in for 3. It's a little bit of an attrition matchup, but it's mostly just a race, so... Let's see, I think I'm going to get another red. You really do want to have double red available to you, so then you can Experimental Synthesizer into another red spell. Now, it's debatable whether I want to... Okay. So let's get rid of that one. Yep, so... Okay, so let's Synthesizer, get my card draw, sweet. Do I get rid of the Batterfist or the Synthesizer this turn? And then I'm playing an Inspector, and then he's gonna take out my Kor Skyfisher. Yeah, I think I have to get rid of his... So, I mean, I'm definitely getting rid of his Skyfisher, but I'm thinking I'm getting rid of my Batterfist rather than my Synthesizer. And if I do my Synthesizer, then... Actually, I switched my mind because I want the potential option to keep another... Okay. Ooh, that's a great card. Okay, exile. Okay, so do I play my Inspector out? So I have 2 white already, so let's get just another red. So do I risk my Skyfisher getting sniped? He might play both of them too. I have a Wrenn's Resolve coming down. I actually think I allow him to snipe my last card. I think it's fairly likely that he can have potentially 2 Hopeless Nightmares, so I think keeping the Inspector in hand just to potentially discard to the Hopeless Nightmare so I can hold my Skyfisher is probably not the play. And then having this on top really makes just my next couple turns pretty Hopeless Nightmare proof. So basically now it's about, can he block and answer my board in time. So he went all in on this synergy of discard with more discard. Okay, which one does he get rid of? He got rid of the token or the... Okay, he got rid of the... interesting choice. All right. White, black, and double red. I think it's fine to keep double red up. Okay. So now he's going to be encouraged. Okay, so I want to keep... let's see if he's playing... I think he was playing Suffocating Fumes in the board, not main deck. Okay. That's a good way to play around my Voltage Surge that's on the stack, basically. Pseudo on the stack. Okay. Another card that I have to watch out for is... that's really good. Alright, so let's just start off with this. Okay. Okay, clocking him down. Fortunately, my 2 exile spells are... Well, the Voltage Surge is going away. The Torch the Tower is probably going to go away as well. Don't think it would be wise of him to play out into it. Okay, he is. I'm not going to look at his deck list because it could have changed as well. Anyway, I'm liking how my impulse plan is kind of making his discard less effective. Alright. That's fine. I'll go ahead and take the time. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, that's what I was kind of afraid of. Okay. I think this is fine. Alright, so really want to draw into my Synthesizer. Synthesizer will probably be my best draw. If I Synthesizer and then hit Skyfisher off the top, then I'm just going to fill up my hands, or fill up my cards in play. Kor Skyfisher would be okay. I could pick up the Barbed Batterfist and replay this. It's playing main deck relics. Interesting. Alright, he's feeling the pressure, having to crack this. Okay, it's going to be at... If I attack with all... There we go. This is my way out of it. So, removal spell, Skyfisher, just so many good draws. Okay. I think that's fine the way it's tapping it. Alright, all of the card draw. Let's see. Still think I Synthesizer. Okay, cool. So let's hopeless. Okay, so he saw the writing on the wall. That's one thing nice about the impulsing is it ends the game pretty fast. Okay, so this is kind of good against his discard, but he does have a lot of graveyard hate. I don't really need to have Graveyard Hate against him, because Torch Tower does a pretty good job of that. End the Festivities. It's fine. Okay, so I think this card... Oh, A-Dawnbringer Cleric is awesome. Prowler is a consideration. Running Union, no. Benalish Sleeper is a no. Oh, wrong one. Benalish Sleeper. Okay, so Deadly Dispute. Deadly Dispute is a way to get some card draw going. Consideration. Cast into the Fire, Final Payment. Okay. So... Okay, I don't think these are the way to go. He does have some. He doesn't have a lot, though. Let's cut those for now. Union. All right, let's do it like that. Obviously, have not played enough with this new formulation of the deck that I feel confident in the way that I'm siding. Ooh, so missing black mana, but I have Wrenn's Resolve. Yeah, I think this is a keep. It's just so easy for Wrenn's Resolve to fix my mana for me. I don't think I'll play it on... Actually, I think I would. I know. I'll play Batterfist first. The one thing that would punish me is if he has targeted discard. But I think it's fine to wait. Okay. Okay. So, is it going to be about Hopeless Nightmare? I don't think. Alright, so I want a Wrenn's Resolve, draw some cards. Let's see what I can get. Oof. Let's stay back and trade with the Informant. So, I'm gonna Wrenn's Resolve to try to draw land. Wow, he doesn't want to trade his Informant? That is surprising. Okay, so land please. Okay, I got a land, but I still have no black, access to black. Oh, I guess he's keeping back because he doesn't want to trade 3 damage. I'm just like being so scared right now of his beatdown. This is gonna come in. Alright. So yeah, so he's just clearing my blocker. This is a card that I started to play with a little bit, especially with playing with the Wellsprings, and I just realized I like the efficiency of the. So I think I go ahead and just play this. Sweet. All right. So now what can get rid of his second to last card? I think I want to get the Skyfisher down. Okay, let's do this. Let's see what he's got. I would have rather snipe both of his cards. Okay. Let's pick up the Batterfist. I just need blockers. Didn't draw any of my removal spells. I guess I cut several of them, so. So he kept the Informants in. I'm already thinking of sideboard for game 3. He kept the Informants in, so I want to keep my... Okay. So, I guess I could have kept my Hopeless Nightmare. Well, I can do it right now. Am I under enough threat that I don't have the luxury of doing this? Oh, I just need to try to draw for removal spells. I could just crack the synth. Crack the synth, have Inspector up. Just draw into some removal. Wow, it's a pretty miserable draw. Come on. Okay. Do I Deadly Dispute it? I think I just need to keep permanents on the board, so. Alright. I'm pretty close to dead here. Wouldn't be surprised if he's able to cobble together a victory. I mean, he has 2 menace creatures get in. That's a good sign. Cracking Clue to start the thing. So unless he draws 2 Crandy Grapples, then I'm going to at least be able to keep back his 2 cards. Except at this point, he might just crack in for just sacrifice it for 1 damage. So this is thinking 3. I think this is where I want to be. Yep. I'd rather him blink that than his captain. I'd rather get the blinks out right now. Just haven't had a chance to play my Reckoner Raid. Okay, does he have the Hopeless Nightmare to finish me? Does not. Alright. So, need to draw into some removal spells. I think this is the most likely to draw me some removal. Wow, no removal still. Okay, so I think I just made a mistake in my sideboarding. I just need to keep all my removal in. Alright, now what? I just need to flood the board. So I can play Reckoner, Thraben, and Batterfist. Reckoner, Thraben, Batterfist. Still dead on board? No. Reckoner keeps me alive. Reckoner Raid. Okay, well, I'll do it. Striving. So if he draws any removal, I'm dead. Because I've got to double block his 2 captains, and then he gets in for 1 damage with his Inspector as it stands. So, and then this is going to do 1 damage in upkeep. So literally dead to basically anything. And also any Hopeless Nightmare he draws or Reckoner Raid also is lethal. Just, yeah, I made a big mistake in sideboarding out my removal. Didn't realize how important it is to just be able to answer the board rather than flood the board. I think it's these guys just really so all my 1-mana removal for sure. I think that's enough. Okay, so he's letting me block. I hate how it does this. All right. Let's see if he has something. So I'm starting off with a Reckless Impulse to see if I can draw into some removal. Okay. Wow, that's unfortunate. Okay, so none of those get me out of this. So Synthesizer makes me my 3rd blocker that I can triple block the troll. And he's been shown that he doesn't have removal. So I think that's fine. Do I need an extra life? I mean, I think it's more important to get rid of his last card. So I want, yes, I want black mana up. I guess I could have played my white. On the off chance I wanted to play white. Okay, so let's get rid of his last card in hand. Let's get a tap land into play. More red, yeah. Oh, I need more black. I mean, I have black, never mind. Okay, so 1 life again. Dead 2. So that was one reason to play the Reckoner, is now I'm dead to a Reckoner raid, but he's played 3 of them already, so there's only 1 left in the deck. So I think it's fine to get the last card out of his hand instead of play around the Reckoner raid. It could have his last card could have been relevant. It could have been like another troll, which would have been difficult for me to answer. But I'm really liking how many cards I've cycled through. I mean, I've gone through 23 cards. I guess he's okay. Looks like I'm gonna live 1 more turn. He left my Vigilance guy in play. All right, let's go ahead and start with okay. Let's get his last card out of his hand. Okay. I'm just thinking if I want to definitely want to Reckoner raid this turn. Fortunately, don't have enough black to also, but going to Inspector. Actually, I should have cracked this first, I think. Man, there's just so much stuff to do. Yeah, I should have cracked it before. Okay, let's just crack it now. Okay, definitely not playing that, unfortunately. Okay, so now basically Hopeless Nightmare is my only thing that can kill me. Alright, Hopeless Nightmare on his end. Oh, I guess I should have suited up my Thraben. Okay, now I can Omen back my 2 Skyfishers and really get the beats going. So Omen, Skyfisher, and then pick up my Okiba Reckoner Raid to gain another life. Yeah, so he already realizes how critical the Reckoner Raids are at gaining me the last bit of life. Okay, so this deals 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Do I have enough mana? So black, I don't have enough black mana. So okay, let's draw a card first. I don't have enough black mana to do all of what I want to do. So just gotta try to restrict his draws. I guess I could pick up my Road Captain right now. Yeah, I think that's gonna be a better play for me. Feels weird. But I think crossing that critical two points of life threshold is really important. Okay, so scry first. And then crack. I just want most options. Sweet. All right, so I have him where he's forced to block now. Okay. Sweet. So just outgrinded. I got a little worried there when he had the initial beatdown, and I was down to a couple draws from his part. But luckily, deck pulled through. Wow, that was a really fun, grindy match. A lot of decisions. I think that was painful decision on my part. That what do you call it? Decline bouncing the Omen when I have a Skyfisher in my yard to just gain 1 additional life with my Nezumi Road Captain. But I think that locked it away for the game. I think it made it so really nothing he could have drawn was going to stop me. All right, well, GG's.